Hello, good people. What's going on? Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Very beautiful evening right here, right now. It's 7:30 p.m. It's been raining cats and dogs the whole day since morning. I woke up very late today afternoon because my sleeping schedule is a little bit messed up. But anyway, I was enjoying the day. I reviewed one fragrance which is brand new, which is from House of Rehan. It's called Pacific, and this is called Aura. Okay, so this is a new release. I reviewed that. Check it out. Very beautiful presentation, blue and green. And also I got a new fragrance which is at the back, a backup of Aqua Dubai. That's an old fragrance, but Hugo Boss the scent elixir, that is a phenomenal fragrance. I'm wearing this on my right hand, so this is my scent of the evening. I went for a little bit drive and all that, so enjoying the rain, had some late lunch. So I found something which, before I start the video, I would like to share. These are little happiness. Okay, so they have had this like in foreign countries for a very long time. I noticed like people have in Malaysia. I saw FNN had the apple flavor, but now we have Fanta apple. This is new release, and they also have one more flavor. I'm not sure what it was. Was it pineapple? I haven't seen it, but probably I will find it soon. So this is very nice. And Malaysia, we used to have FNN apple. Apple. So that one. And maybe they had strawberry, many other variants, but Bangladesh, you don't get that much, locally, that much variation. So that's there. So, little happiness makes your day. And the thing is, the heavy rain, I saw and smiled because I did my morning walk very early, 4:45 a.m. And that time it didn't rain. Now it's flooded everywhere. Even the rooftop is flooded. So basically, yeah, nice day all in all. So I am relaxed. So I thought like do a video. And this is nothing to do with fragrances. So if you want to skip, it's okay. I'm going to do those extra videos that some of you watch. And this is from the life, taken from the life. I would like to have few requests to good people. Okay, I don't want to make it gender specific, like for male or female or, whoever else, This video is dedicated to good-hearted, honest people. And I just realized something, more and more days go by, I just realized what's the value of being honest. If you are not honest, you'll have a lot of issues. Not only you, people around you will have issues. Their life will be messed up. But in the long run, people who are dishonest, who are liars, and they cheat and all those things, they are never okay in the long run. So yeah, it's going to be about that. And I will do as many videos I want to, as long as I feel like. So hopefully you're doing good and you're having a good day. You're physically well and you're mentally not unhappy. This is very important, because mental illness or mental sickness or mental unhappiness is as painful as physical pain. Let's say you're going through depression, that can hurt like anything, inside and in the heart and head and heart. Yeah, if you are not okay up there or in here, you will not be able to function normally. And I don't want to once again I always make videos for guys, I always show empathy and support for guys. I will tell you, good souls, be it male, female, because everybody is not same. I cannot say all the ladies are great or they all are the same, or guys, they're all honest and, but there are differences between both genders that I notice. Common like ground, they have a lot of things common, but there are a lot of other places they are different. For example, guys are more career oriented, work, to them, purpose of life, they're working and responsibility, like family, they have a lot of things to take care of. And they are sometimes, when they're young, they are like one type. When they grow mature, they are one type. And when they're old, they live differently. So ladies, when they're young, they're also like, they're like free, and they're different. They have a lot more attention than guys. They can get any guy they want, because women, they have the power, especially if she's pretty and stuff, is very easy for her. But it's not the same case for everybody. Not everybody is attractive as a male or a female. Sometimes a good person, maybe they're very beautiful inside, but outside they're just normal looking people. And people like those do not get attention. They do not get picked up in the college or university, or they do not get like asked out and stuff, right? So it doesn't mean those people are unwanted and they have less value. In the long run, people who stay honest and they stay true to the emotions and sentiments, and they always follow where their heart is, their work, their word, the heart, everything, their action, everything in the same place. No matter how many times they hurt, they're always eventually going to be okay, because they are strong people. The strong people, sometimes apparently like people who can cheat others, they can belittle others. Sometimes in the society, people see it like, oh, strength, that guy is savage, he's the alpha male or alpha female, whatever. People who can outsmarten you not necessarily is a better person than you are. Okay. Kindness sometimes wins, and most of the time kindness wins. There's nothing above kindness, and there's nothing above respect. There's nothing above, how to say, your own conscience. So let's just say, I would like to urge you. Sometimes maybe, recently, let me share one story with you why I'm doing this video. Recently, I told you I was not okay for a while, and I'm honest about it. I want to come out in the open and be honest why I'm not okay. Some of you like seeing me depressed. What's wrong with you? So I keep it open. I did not share everything details, but I told you I was not okay for certain thing because someone hurt me. Like I was dealing with it, and then it really messed up with my mind because one time, I was over this, and then I was moving. I moved on, and I was doing okay, and then that person comes back, and then try to see what you're doing. So I'll share a few things that unhappy people do, and then people who are toxic, cheaters, and also people who are like insecure about themselves, they do. And then they try to mess with you. So if you let yourself drench in it and then let yourself fall for it and then become, because you are a naive person, you are like one of those foolish, those old souls that, you just fall for it over and over again. Unless you are that, you're gonna be okay. So recently I was sharing some stories, some songs and stuff. So I go with the flow. When I'm heartbroken, I don't try to act savage and then like, hey man, let me go meet someone and then, like immediately jump into another relationship and then try to be happy and all that. I don't do that. I take my time. There's no fixed time. Like you take 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. There's no fixed time. Whatever you feel, when you're ready, you'll know that you are over that person, then you're ready to move on and stuff. So stay honest with yourself. Otherwise, you think like, oh, I'm not okay at home, I need to go out, I need to meet someone, someone left me. Or in my case, I left someone and then she keep coming back, and at one point I said nope, no more. Right? So still, things are there are a lot of like loose ends, and stuff. But on and off is a very bad feeling. So you either say yes or no. Right? So in the whole process, when you are not happy within yourself, you do not love yourself enough, you don't respect yourself, what you're going to do is you're going to be lost, thinking like, oh man, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? She did something wrong. She did something bad to me, and then I have to do something bad to her. So this thought process is very, very toxic, because if one person, let's say, is dishonest and they hurt you, right? And you think like, oh man, I have to be equally cruel and I have to teach her a lesson. I have to show I'm with a better person to get her jealousy and stuff. That's not the way to go, because you'll never find happiness and peace. I have seen my exact ex, she did that. She moved on too fast and she thought she found real love and she'll show me and all that. Didn't happen, doesn't happen. Love doesn't happen so easy. It's not that cheap. People's loyalty, people's caring for you, people taking you in their life, like they love you as much they love themselves. It takes time. There's a song called Love Takes Time, right? Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, one of their songs. So I would just like to urge you once again, coming back to this point, don't take easy way out, cheap way out to get over sadness, whatever, and then you pretend with yourself like, hey, I'm okay, I'm just good, smile, ha 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 ha, and then go out and clubbing and drink and smoke and meet women, like talk smooth because you are now savage, right? But inside at night you come back and cry. You are empty and you miss your ex. That's the reality. Some people have a very big heart. They can keep 2-3 people. They can keep their husband, they can keep their boyfriend, they can keep their side chick, whatever, side boyfriend, or 10 other guys at the same time in their hands like puppets, because those guys are not aware of what they're doing, and they're so good at this because they have been doing this since they're young, right? So I'm talking about ladies. So if she has this trend, she cheated once, she'll cheat all her life. This is their sickness. They are very sick in the head. And not to say because I'm out of anger, I'm saying they're cheaters. They have some issues in the head. They're never happy, because after a while, if they stay with someone, they get bored of them. Because obviously, if you stay with someone, you'll always see their faults, imperfections, and then where they're not as good, they have shortcomings. And if you're not a good person, you'll find those excuses to cheat on them and just say that he was not good enough, he doesn't care for me. But they never say that they went to try their best and talk. Because when you're in a relationship or a marriage, whatever it is, you would like to work it out, with your partner, because you apparently love them. And the thing is, they don't leave If you don't love someone, leave them. This is the best way. Break up with grace. Most people leave things like a mess. I did this when I was young and stuff. I was angry and stuff. But when I was hurt, I would leave, but I left. But you keep someone, just suddenly you ghost them, you just disappear without any reason. Then you come back after 6 months and say, hey, how are you doing? Just coming and checking on you. I heard you had an accident and stuff. Just want to check. I know, I know these are all BS because they just want to check what's up with you. You are moving on nicely. You don't contact them. So what's up? Ladies cannot take rejection. Some guys even who are narcissists, they cannot take rejection. Like, hey man, that person really left me, but I'm awesome. Why would they not contact me? Am I not good enough? Am I not pretty enough? The girls are thinking, guys are thinking, am I not man enough? Why shouldn't contact me? I'm so good. That's not the way to think. It's your ego that speaks. So sometimes they come back and check, hey, are you okay? Just want to say, how much I miss your presence. You're such a good friend. You're my best friend. These are absolutely trash. And once you become strong and you see these things and you know that all their concerns, everything is just fake, and they say, oh, here you got hurt, I got hurt too, I'm so much in pain, like, you were so nice to me and everything. If I was so nice to you and you left and you cheated and you knew that you are done with me, you did not leave. You didn't have the guts to leave, right? What you did, you moved on with other guys, and they do this all their life because they can. So there's difference between good people and weak people, and these weak people are also very, very silly and dumb. Okay, I don't want to say they're evil, because they sometimes get so angry. Stupid people get angry and they lose it. Once you lose your thing, like head out of anger, you lost it. You lost the game, right? So sometimes I am angry, but I eventually make myself okay. So as a good person, you have to think, if someone done something wrong to me, if someone cheated on me, if they did something bad, I am not the one to be blamed. I was at the victim side and I did nothing wrong. Okay, there's no excuse for cheating. You either, like, let's say someone you don't like and you just don't want to be with them, just clear it out. Okay, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to give you this back to back phone calls after a few months and checking on your message. Please, I need to talk to you. Please, I miss you, blah blah. You don't do that. If you have self respect, if you already moved on, if you're strong enough, if you are respectable, you don't do that. You don't make 1,000 excuses to come back. Okay, just because the other person is super nice and they are weak for you, and you use that emotion, because you cannot handle rejection, right? But if you are a good person and you eventually will see, oh man, that person was toxic, that person was actually the reason why I was unhappy in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and you have to constantly work at everything all the time and you have to really work hard, there's no point. If you already have children and everything, yeah, there is no excuse for you. You have to work it out. This is your responsibility. Your children are your responsibility. If you have a family already, you have to think so much more than yourself. You have to think for future, others, your children. But sometimes people are so selfish. They just like so weak. They just like, I'm so lonely. I need someone to sleep around with. I need someone to give me mentally, like stimulation. Like, you are so good, you are so great, and you look beautiful. You need validation of other people. If you're strong, you never need validation. If you have, imagine some people are very rich and they actually pay for this kind of things to get attention, love. I feel they are even more losers than other people. Okay, because they have everything. Literally say, I'm working to make better living, a little bit more money, right? I don't have like what rich people have, but I still have a passion, which I'm very proud of. I have something that I find meaningful. I told you guys so many times, I love my perfume game. I do love what I do. This is a passion. It keeps me going, fuel, So to make money, to work, to go out and exercise, keep your weight in check, and you never get sick so often like you used to do. These are all advancements. These are all, how to say, not advancement. These are like, what sometimes I forget words, like you improved on yourself. So what happened was, recently I was sharing this post, I forget stuff, I get carried away. And then this person saw, and then he says, there's a post I shared that, I used to care so much once, now I don't care for the same reason because someone didn't appreciate it. Then that person wrote me. And then I knew that he was recently, maybe someone did something to them and they are sad. And I knocked him immediately. He is a celebrity in Bangladesh, but like, this person is such a genuine person, right? So I said, are you okay, brother? I know sometimes you just need to say few words just to take care or make sure someone is okay. Because women, when they're down, 1,000 guys will come and comfort. Everybody will jump, hey, are you okay? And then there'll be 10 guys like, hey, she's hot, man, like, let's try to get her. For guys, no such thing. Guys, they fall, people call them losers, they call them weak and stuff. You cannot cry, it's apparently a sign of weakness. I think absolute crap. Okay, because guys have so much emotions, men have emotions, they cannot show, they don't show, they hold within themselves. Sometimes they are lonely, they go through that phase all by themselves because they have no other option. They have to keep smiling, they have to show the world they're okay. So I said, are you okay? And he immediately responded, no, bro, I thought she was the one. And this is the second time we are talking. He immediately said I was going to marry her, and I found that she's cheating on me, and I had to cancel that wedding. We are in relationship for 2-3 years, and I was not surprised, but I really felt bad for this person because, of course, I can relate. And he is much younger than me, but we talked for at least for 2 hours, and he said, "Bro, I'm not in the country right now, but when I come back, would you like to meet up for coffee and stuff?" And these, events, they show me, like, there are a lot of good men out there. There are a lot of good people out there who are betrayed, who were done wrong. They lost faith in humanity. They're scared now, and they cannot be the same person, happy person. They are not the same 100%. They maybe got older thinking of this other toxicity. They cannot get over them so easily, right? So this is very dangerous, right? So I feel very, very blessed that, I realize a lot of things within this time, and I know the signs. Let's say there was a time when you're with someone, they really want to see you all the time. They come to your house, they stay in front of your gate, hey, I'm here, can you see me? You are sleeping there, like, wait for 3 hours, and then they want to see you all the time, every day. They want to go out, hey, you want to go for holiday, blah blah. All these things change, and moment they change like this. If, let's say, you want to meet them, they will create, man, this today I have so much work. Today is a Thursday, the last day of the week. Today is a Wednesday, it's crazy busy, we have meetings, stuff. And maybe it's 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, it can happen, but coincidence doesn't happen like 7 days, 7 times a row. Once they keep doing this for way too many times, they dodge you, they don't want to meet you, they create excuses, and then when they meet you, their faces like this. When they come, like, yeah, and then they hold on their phone when you're talking to them. They're texting someone and be very busy, and they're annoyed. These are red flags. It's not their fault. They're just over you. They just don't think that you are worthy of your hard time. So they like someone else, and they're smiling, seeing that text. If you did the same thing, let's say you picked up the phone and smiled answering, immediately she'll jump, who's that, why are you smiling, is that any girl, let me see your phone. You take their phone, or you want to ask them, they will act like they're the victims even if they're cheating. And these are the signs. I wanted to see her phone, let's say, once, and she immediately take the phone, like, so fast. I told you this before. And they never show you the phone. If she lies to you, if she ignores you, if she treats you bad, if she humiliates you, they hurt you, they disrespect you, not even as a husband, even as a boyfriend, they know that you have your weaknesses and stuff. Maybe you are overweight, and one time it didn't matter for her, right? But at one time it will. Like, hey, what are you so happy about and stuff? Look at you, you're overweight, you're unattractive, you're old, you're cranky, blah, blah. They will make every single excuse to break up with you, and they will not do the dirty work. They will. Women, sometimes they do this. They will get you angry. At one point you get frustrated, you cannot meet her. You ask her, like, hey, when are you going to get married? And she avoids the question, and she starts fighting. And they'll say that you have these things wrong with you. Why do you want to get married? Are you ready for responsibility, blah blah? You are with someone for 8 years, and you do not know if you're ready or not, and if they are okay or not. If you're not sure, what are you doing with them for 8 years? Right? You're just passing time, and you keep everything secret, and the guy have to keep everything secret for keeping you happy, right? So these excuses, these are all nonsense. And moment they start doing it, already they are over you. Just that sometimes we are not aware of these things. We think like maybe they're hurt, they're confused, and you still care for them so much. You don't care for you. So you think, like, if I leave her, she's gonna be all lost, and like, she's gonna get in hospital, she's gonna have nosebleed, and she's gonna have problem with her breathing. These are all BS. Okay, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. If you don't have a purpose, if you don't love yourself, once your girlfriend, your partner, your best friend is gone, you lost everything. Okay, and you don't have any purpose. You cannot breathe. Sometimes you have a panic attack, you cry so bad. Sometimes you aren't aware of it, right? But if you are dumb as a good person, okay, let's say good person, guy or a girl, If you're dumb, you're going to let yourself get lost in that for days, months. You're going to have, as a guy, like grow beard, and you'll be like drinking, and you're like lost. You don't feel like eating. You don't have sleeping pattern all messed up. What you're doing to yourself is that you are letting yourself be guilty. You're letting yourself fall, and you're letting yourself be hurt for a person who did not see you, who did not respect you, who never ever kept you in their life plan. If someone actually loved you and then they left you because you're a bad person, you did something, you cheating, whatever, it's okay. You can blame yourself. You can say, God forgive me. But let's say it was not your fault. People aren't going to be perfect. People sometimes make mistakes. They have fights. They say horrible things. But let's say you said sorry actually in your heart, that you really feel, you'll know. Like, let's say you want to be with this person, or you cannot stand this person. If, let's say, you still have feelings for her when she comes back, and you always feel happy seeing her text, no matter how much you hated her, right? You still love her, right? If that's the case, and the other person also wanted to work, maybe being positive, if she did not cheat, he did not cheat, you can work things out. But never ever work things out with a cheater. Cheater always will find one excuse and cheat on you. But if, let's say, you were away and you were heartbroken and you were not okay, work it out, talk it out. Sometimes a lot of people don't want to talk. Their ego is so big. They don't want to go out, say, like, let's say, okay, you were at fault and I'm going to forgive you, but I actually like you. I love you and you mean a lot. And when they say they like you, that's very important. If they don't like you, they'll never love you. Women especially, if they don't respect you, they don't like you, and they cannot share everything, they cannot be honest with you, they never love you. Okay. And see, this thing is the lying, the cheating, all these things, these are very toxic things, and people do this in their head because they always feel like, I'm not good enough, I'm like always bored after meeting this person. They actually never loved anybody. They just want to be with someone because they think that person make them feel compliments, they make them feel pretty, they make them feel happy. But once they feel they are cheating and they get caught, they get very angry, right? So don't deal with cheaters. If you find your partner is a good person, and you can trust them when they say something, even if it's the hurtful thing, but they tell you honestly, like, I'm so sorry, I don't think it's working with you, and I think we should part ways, and I'm seeing someone. That is a great person. That is a lady or a man, great person. I can respect that. Okay. If they say that, such a hole, but there was a good time we had and everything, I appreciate what you had with me, and you gave me a lot of meaning, substance, and then but I really feel that we are not really each other's type. That is called good people, right? So I don't see that many good people. There are a lot of people who leave, like, like cheap way out. That's not good, right? It affects human beings, because a lot of good people, they lose their smile. A lot of people, they lose their world. Each human being is a world. They have a whole world in them, so much emotion, everything. Sometimes people don't care. If you just love, but if you don't respect, like she doesn't respect you, it's not going to work. If she feels that this guy is so predictable, he provides, gives me money, car, everything, and he's dumb, whenever, whatever I say, he believes. Whenever you believe a person blindly and everything, it's great. It shows you are capable of loving that much, but it doesn't also mean they're fools. Okay. I said it over and over again. If you feel that you're betrayed and cheated, and then you trusted her blindly, and it's you are at fault, and you feel frustrated, don't feel that way. You won in life. Okay. Those people who lied, and then tiny little things, micro cheating, like, they don't have to sleep with someone. If they just lied about one thing, like, who's that guy, you ask, and then she says, no, that's just a guy from work, he just shared with me, he's just a kid, blah blah. Later you find out they were sleeping with the kid. Okay. This is how life goes, and it comes to a shock, because sometimes we are so naive, right? So I'm not saying be unhappy always, like when you meet someone always be suspicious, no. But also care for yourself enough. Make sure you have your boundaries set right, that nobody comes and tells you what to do. They cancel your friends, they tell you, you don't get to do this, I don't like this, like this, like this. And unless it's a toxic, let's say, give up smoking, understood. But they say, stop seeing your friends, guy friends, don't talk to them over phone, don't hang out with guys, blah blah. These people are toxic, and they're so insecure. They don't want you to give any time to others, but she will give time to others. Okay. And as a girl, if you're watching this, I want to say, if you're a good person, I always feel I'm going to meet a great person. Maybe I already met her, maybe I already am talking to someone, but I cannot say for sure what's the destiny and everything. But I like to give chances to people. I don't want sweet words. I don't want like, wow, you are this great, this. But sometimes, they say the simple things, it motivates you. A good person always motivates you at in your life. They will always be there in your pain. They will take care of you. A lot of these things. They will talk to you when you're down. They'll be your best friend. And when you are totally in a very bad place, even if you're misbehaving with her, she'll understand, right? But toxic people, they always make you triggered. They always make you like they fight back. They always pick up fights from nowhere. And as a girl, you know that many girls do this. Many of you do this. Like there's just no reason to fight. Everything's just great, and you are in a date. Everything's going good, and then suddenly she goes like, why are you so dirty? Why using like, why are you blowing your nose in front of me? Or why are you sweating so much? They pick up this, they say, why are you talking so loudly? They sometimes, like you have literally like nothing major issue, but they do find issue to fight with you, and then suddenly there's a huge fight and you don't even know where it started. And this is really bad for guys are very simple. I feel, unless you're a player or you are like those guys, that toxic guys, you just go and break heartbreaker. Unless you are that guy, if you are a normal guy, guys are like very simple. They understand things very simple. Okay, if someone is misbehaving for no reason, they cannot figure it out, like what's happening, why she's mad. Maybe she's guessing like, he is so dumb, he's supposed to guess why am I mad. Sometimes you cannot guess. You are not like a mind reader, isn't it? So this is what is a huge problem. A lot of things happen just for dumb reasons. People just broke up and then later realize it was out of just heat of the moment. So if it's just about anger and it's like you want that person to really resolve the issue, you will actually sit and resolve the issue rather than walking away. Walking away is very, very easy. But sometimes the red flags are way too much. If it's too toxic and this person is not going to be picking you, she's not going to be making you her future, walk away. Your time is precious. You have so much to give. It's not like it's a waste of time because she didn't deserve it. She was not pretty enough. She was all that perhaps, but she did not see any future with you, and then she wants to keep you unless she finds someone better or she can rely on. She can like sleep next to them with happiness and stuff, and they're using you. And you are also dumb, like, hey, you're thinking I'm in love, this is the thing. Sometimes this is not the thing, right? So uh, it's easy to say be strong, but at the same time, if you're looking for answers, ask and see. A lot of motivational videos are out there, why people cheat and what do they get. Cheaters are never mentally happy. I'll tell you, they always feel the other side the grass is greener. Okay, and then they leave good people, kind-hearted people, they cheat on them. Like they do things and said, I don't know why I did that, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, I really like you, I was thinking about you, I was doing him all this time. I laugh because once you see what they are capable of and what good man you are, you will just smile because that's so silly. Because these people, when they cheat, they think like, oh, this guy, my guy is so annoying, I just literally want to hit him, he's so dumb all the time. And then this other guy is so cool, he's a bad boy. Some girls, they are attracted to bad boys. I was one. I was a bad guy. I was a very bad guy. I was very toxic. I was very much like an animal. One point when I was in my 30s, I did everything in my life that bad people do. I never broke anybody's heart, but I was a bad boy. So I used to go out and I used to have friends, and I was like, I had a very much like me. There was one of my exes. She was crazy, and we had so much fun. But at one point, of course, we had to part ways. But she and her time, I used to drive crazy like a maniac and everything. So slowly, life teaches you things. But at this point, at 40s or 44, it's not because I'm out of option. I can still be that person, but it's so silly when you're talking to three people at the same time. If you are thinking like, oh man, I'm keeping all my options to myself, don't do that. You'll never be happy. You'll always see at one point, you thought you're smart, but God will say, oh, enough. Okay. He will give you so much heartache, you cannot take it. Right. So be good. Maybe it's not always going to be fun. You're just going to be that person that wakes up, eat, boring life, but you can actually find happiness within yourself. You don't have to see your phone to be happy. You don't have to go out every day to meet someone to be happy. Your happiness don't come from the other people. Okay. And you cannot expect people to keep you okay or make you okay, because that's not right. That's a fake world, right? So I notice about one thing: the people who cheat, They are happy for the time being. They're flying. They are like, I am having the best exciting time of my life. But at one point when they seek validation, maybe they fall in love with someone else they cheated with, like, let's say person A was cheated with person B, and she goes to person B thinking he's a much handsome guy, younger guy, much more fun, bad boy. At one point, that bad boy will also act the same way that she did with person A. And when she will say, I want to get married, and they will say, hey, you cannot have children. You are too old for this thing, I like younger girls, And then they will say, can I see your phone? And then say, no. And then they hit them so bad, like, you are a cheater, get out of my house, They are not very, very kind. So the person who was kind with her, she left that person for this person. She will start missing the previous person, thinking, oh no, he was much more caring. This guy was kind to me. I could go to him and talk to him. I could share everything, even though he was annoying, but he actually cared for me. But this guy, he's just done with me so fast. Why? Because that guy saw that you are desperate. The guy saw that you are, you know, lost, and you are so cheap. You are easy to have. He can get into your bed. He can get you into bed so fast. It doesn't take much. And the worst thing is, these people who cheated, the girl, she'll try to come back and seek comfort. Once, if let's say this guy make the mistake, take her back, she'll do this again and leave for someone else. This is why they'll never be happy. Intelligent people are good, but cunning people are never happy in their life, because they think they're better than others. They think other people are dumb, they're foolish, they are emotional fools, and these people are not good enough. You are not good enough for them. Okay. And I do say that. I know that she's going to watch this video, and so many other people do. But if you are so scared from the world, it's all about secrecy. Your privacy is good, but your secrecy is so toxic. And your partner, they cannot rely on you. While you doubt everybody, but you are not a reliable person. Oh man, that person is not worth loving. That person is not worth friendship. That person is not worth 1 minute of your life. Okay. Because they are lost, they are dumb. And once they reach the old age, imagine, my ex was like 40, but imagine she reaches 50. She's not going to be pretty no more. She cannot bear children. She cannot have anything guys she wants. She can spend money, blah blah. She can try fool herself, but I know one thing for sure: she'll never be happy, because she never been happy in her life, and this is what she did all her life. Okay. And being the dumb guy I am no longer the dumb guy for her. Maybe I'll be dumb for someone else who's down to be a, person that you want to have conversation, you want to have meaningful relationship. Yeah, that I am looking forward to, but not this cheap ways out. So guys, girls, whoever you listen to all this time, pick up wisdom, learn things in life. Your life is not stuck with one person, but at the same time, give people a chance. Always have a conversation. If you really had a chance, if that person is right, it will work out. If you really did a real talk, and that person respects you, if that person really, really respects you, they will understand. Even if you are not 100%, they will not leave. They will break. They will go anywhere, as far as the mountains, to save you, to make sure you're okay. And then you also feel that you want to take care of them. You want to write them a letter. You want to take them out, and you just want to have a nice conversation. Don't just want to get, into their pants and stuff. You also want to get them like their hours. You want to call them, you want to message them, text them. So value people who value you, love people who love you. At the same time, respect people who are respectable. Okay. As a guy, I'm saying this, I'm feeling much better. I have clarity. I have seen, I have done wrong too. Okay. Multiple times. I don't have any issue. Okay. Because I have a purpose. I know what I did. I couldn't have done anything to keep this person in my life. This person was always a cheater. She did everything. I trusted her. At this point, I don't trust her at all. I never ever feel the times I spent with her was beautiful, was worth it. It was not. But it taught me a lot of things. Okay. And as long as you're standing and you are alive, you have a purpose in this world. Make sure you utilize and become best version of you. Not motivational talk, but when you do it, when they say, hey, you just big words, you cannot do anything, go and show them. If you want to lose weight, lose weight. If you want to have a career, you go. I will go. Okay. Because I am so, so, so happy with myself. If you're not happy with yourself, you'll never find, peace. Right. So if I'm missing something here, whatever I want to say, maybe I'm old, I forgot, but Good people, if you know you're genuine and you God knows you are a genuine person, don't be sad. Don't give up on life. Don't be depressed. Even if you don't meet anybody, you'll always be okay. Okay, because when you didn't meet her or meet him, you are still okay, right? You don't need a person to be okay. Okay, so yeah, um, be grown up, be smart, be good, and always in the end, if you haven't done the wrong thing, life is going to be okay, and you will see from God. God knows, he knows the best. He will tell you, oh man, you deserve this, you didn't deserve that. You accept it. Okay, this is how life goes. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all, and hopefully you'll pick up one or two words of motivation from here, and you carry on with your life, and make sure you make yourself known, make yourself the best version of yourself. Like, let people see what you're capable of, right? So yeah, actions, right? Take care, have a nice day, and I think I'm going to enjoy the day with a cup of tea, and enjoy the rain. Okay, good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.